Noah and the Moonlit Fireflies. The illuminating moon sails among the shimmering stars of the clear night sky, bathing its light into a cozy room of a little boy. Noah, sitting upon his bed. The room is dimly lit, and the shadows of night start creeping in. In a small town surrounded by rolling hills and whispering trees, lived a boy named Noah. Noah was like most children, full of energy during the day and full of curiosity about the world around him. But when the sun set and the stars began to twinkle, something changed. Noah was afraid of the dark. Noah pulls the covers tightly over himself, his eyes wide with worry as the room darkens. A distant owl hoots. The dark was full of shadows that seemed to move on their own, and the quiet night made every creak and whisper feel like something was hiding just out of sight. He'd curl up in his bed, pulling his blanket high, wishing the night would pass quickly. Noah lying in bed, eyes wide open. He hears a soft sound outside his window. It wasn't the usual wind, nor the gentle rustling of the trees. The sound was delicate, like tiny footsteps fluttering in the air. Noah peeks out from under his blanket, his eyes curious but cautious. The sound grows louder. Suddenly, through his window, Noah saw a tiny glow. At first he thought it was just his imagination, but as the glow grew brighter he realized it was a firefly, but not just one. Dozens of them, dancing and shimmering in the night air, filling the yard with their soft golden light. They were a group of glowing fireflies, flitting in the air outside Noah's window. They flickered in and out of view, like stars come to life. Noah's heart skipped a beat. He'd seen fireflies before, but never so many, and never so bright. He felt something warm stir inside him, a spark of wonder. Noah stands up and tiptoes to the window, peering outside. The fireflies dance in front of the glass. What if they could show him something? What if they could help him not be afraid of the dark? With a deep breath, Noah opened the window just a crack, and to his amazement, the fireflies floated inside, gently filling his room with their soft, glimmering light. The fireflies hover around Noah's room, lighting up his walls in a soft, magical glow. Noah smiles, feeling more at ease. One of the tiny fireflies, brighter than the others, floated closer to him. It seemed to beckon, as if saying, "Come with us." And so, with his heart racing, Noah decided maybe it was time to face his fear. Noah steps cautiously out of his room, following the glowing fireflies down the hallway. The house feels quieter than usual, the darkness no longer as frightening with the fireflies lighting the way. He tiptoed down the stairs, feeling the cool night air on his face as he stepped into the garden. The fireflies led him toward the forest at the edge of the yard, where tall trees stood like quiet guardians. Noah followed, trailing through a moonlit forest, the fireflies guiding the way through the tall trees, their tiny lights sparkling like stars. As Noah entered the forest, the fireflies swirled around him, lighting the path ahead. The trees whispered in the breeze, and the moon above painted the world in silver. The dark wasn't so scary anymore. With each step, he felt braver, the shadows less menacing, as if the forest itself was alive with kindness. Noah walks deeper into the forest, his eyes wide with wonder as the fireflies dance around him, casting gentle glows on the leaves and flowers. Deeper into the woods they went, and the world around Noah seemed to change. He saw flowers that only bloomed at night, glowing softly in the moonlight. He heard the rustling of leaves, as though the night was filled with stories waiting to be told. The fireflies didn't just guide him, they showed him how beautiful the dark could be. The fireflies lead Noah past glowing flowers and over a babbling brook, the moonlight reflecting on the water. Noah walked along the sparkling path, his fear melting away. The forest wasn't dark and lonely. It was full of wonders, tiny creatures with glowing wings, flowers that shined like stars, and the soft murmur of the wind made the night feel like a peaceful dream. Noah smiles, his eyes full of joy. He looks up at the sky where the stars are twinkling. He had never seen the world like this before. The moon was a silver lantern, the stars a glittering blanket above, and the fireflies danced like tiny angels, guiding him every step of the way. The fireflies lead Noah to a clearing where the moonlight creates a perfect, peaceful circle. Finally, the fireflies stopped. They hovered in the air, casting a warm, golden glow over the clearing. Noah sat down in the soft grass, feeling the cool breeze against his skin, and for the first time, he felt completely calm. He slowly began to fall back, now laying in the grass, his eyes looking up at the stars, a smile on his face. He looked up at the stars, and with a deep breath, he realized something important. The dark wasn't something to be afraid of. It was just another part of the world, full of quiet beauty and hidden treasures, waiting to be discovered. The fireflies hover around Noah, and he closes his eyes, the sound of the night lulling him into a peaceful sleep. The fireflies gently circled around him, and as the cool night air wrapped him in a blanket of peace, Noah drifted into a deep, restful sleep. And from that night on, the dark was no longer something to fear. Noah, asleep under the stars, the fireflies still glowing softly around him. Sometimes, when we face our fears, we find that there is nothing to fear at all. Instead, there's a whole world of magic, wonder, and peace waiting for us. And just like Noah, you too can find comfort in the dark. And who knows what beautiful things you might discover along the way. Good night and sweet dreams.